Jumpers! Today we're going to do another little instalment of my Quickfire Questions and Assumptions challenge thingy. Let's get into a few more questions.
What's your worst habit?
Grinding my teeth at night. I have to have like a bite guard for it, and my dentist gave me this bite guard, and 3 days later I literally worn the bite guard out with biting, with grinding, and it's something I do in my sleep and I can't stop basically, and I do it quite a few times when I'm angry or frustrated or annoyed. I haven't yet managed to damage my teeth from it, like blunt them or anything, but there's a strong chance that I could in the future, especially with the amount of force that my jaw puts through my teeth. My dentist has told me you need to stop or you could end up breaking your teeth, and it's really hard. So yeah, I think that's my worst habit, grinding my teeth.
Your lashes are fake.
No, they're not. They're not extensions. They're real. Real. How do I prove that? Hold on. They've got mascara on it in a minute, but they're real. Well, I suppose lash extensions don't come off. I don't wear false lashes either. They're just my own lashes. But no, they're 100% real. I grew them. They grew out of my eye.
You will need a beep here, and yeah. You don't wear eyeshadow because you're shit at it.
Yeah, but that one's true. I've no idea what I'm doing with eyeshadow, and then there's the other fact that eyeshadow powders just irritate the eczema on my eyelids, so there's just no point. So yeah, I'm crap at eyeshadow, but that's because I don't wear it.
What do you paint your nails with?
Well, at the moment they're not painted. I'm giving them a little bit of a break. I use, can you pass me off the shelf? And selection. I use gel nail polishes. So at the moment I have the Scorch, and I have some Blue Sky, and basically they're the ones that. Oh, what's this one? Oh, this is just a cheap one from eBay. Wouldn't advocate buying the cheapy ones off eBay because they can be a bit hit and miss. And the last thing I'd want is for you to end up like having to file stuff off your nails and risk damaging it even more. It's okay for my fake toenails because whatever. So yeah, I use gel nail polishes set them with a UV curing lamp. Usually it lasts for about 2 weeks, usually, but it tends to chip off my nails quite easily. I can't wear normal bog standard nail lacquers at all because they just chip off within like an hour. So I use the gels.
What's your favourite food?
Chocolate. Milk-free chocolate. Which is a bit naff really, but some of the expensive ones are okay. Oh, my eyelashes are getting stuck together. What have you done?
Well, I've got to say on the bed at an angle, I kind of just squashed my crotch.
Ouch. That was an overshare. See, I have all the sympathy of a brick wall, me. I'm just far too
That's going to be fun to include in the video, isn't it?
He said it, not me.
Next question. Why aren't you vegan? It's so much better for the planet and you're not killing animals.
It's because I can't absorb enough protein from beans and pulses and things alone. I have to eat meat. I don't eat any red meat, but I do eat white meat because my body basically can't break down red meat properly. So I have to obtain all my protein from white meat. And fish. And I do love bacon. So bacon is like the only part of red meat that I'll eat, and it's worth the irritable.
I want bacon now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Basically, it's worth enduring like the upset stomach for it.
Where on earth do you film Lighting is Terrible XD?
What does XD mean?
It's a laughing face on the side.
That's probably Becky that's asked that question. She tends to like that. In my room, basically, sat on my bed. The light in this room, rather than being in the middle, which should be here, it's actually over in the far corner, which is there. So yeah, it's literally right by the window as well. I did have like a light that I used to use in my earlier videos, which was probably slightly better than that, but it just doesn't work anymore. So yeah, this is it. I'm solely, but until I can like afford a better house with better lighting and lighting in the correct place, then this is where I feel.
You're a nobody. Again with the incorrect uses of your.
What, a nobody is in what?
You're a nobody.
Am I nobody?
You're a nobody.
Am I?
Well, and that's what the assumption says. I'm not saying that.
What, is a nobody like somebody that doesn't exist, like a nondescript person or on the fringes of
I'm
society?
a nobody. I don't do anything good in the world. I don't do anything decent in the world to be noticed. I just exist.
I say I'm probably a minus somebody. Because I do stuff like worth existing for. I hope.
You're really boring.
Probably, yeah. But then some of us are. I think it's because I'm quite introverted and that comes across and people just think I'm boring, and because I talk about things like books rather than what I did out last night down the pub, but I don't care. Some of us are boring and we're quite proud of it. What have you done now?
I was yawning.
What you did, you were like, leave me go.
You were a nerd at school.
Is that like a clever person with glasses and braces? Geek, nerd.
I'm a nerd.
Or is it somebody that likes sciencey stuff?
And there's a fine line between nerd and geek. I'm more nerdy.
Would you say that I'm more nerdy or more geeky?
Intellectual.
Would you say I'm more geeky or nerdy? I don't really know the difference.
I wouldn't say you're either, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you something else. I don't really know what else, but I'd say you're something.
What actually is a nerd? What is the difference between the two? Like, I know, like,
It's a little complicated.
I've always been confused by like the two terms and like where the overlap is. I always thought they were synonyms for each other, but that's not the case, is it? They're
No.
different. So,
A nerd is a foolish or contemptible person who lacks social skills or is boringly studious. A geek
lacking
is...
social skills, yes. Studious, yes.
A geek is an unfashionable or socially inept person.
Again, with the lack of social skills, so I kind of fit into both, really. Probably. Maybe. That's up for you to decide, I think.
This is a very controversial question. Your steak as my sibling, it depends on it. Pineapple on pizza, yay or nay?
Yes. Yes, I do like pineapple on my pizza. I love a good Hawaiian. Especially when it's not just a tiny little chunks, but it's actual full-size pineapple rings.
I don't have to be the chunks to me.
Oh no, I love the rings, the thin cut rings, and it just goes that little bit caramelised at the end.
Do you know how I didn't like cooked pineapple for a while? Well,
Yes.
I still don't like it in large amounts, but if it's chunks, I can manage it.
You went to cook pineapple in the crumble I made once.
Yeah, it's like crumble, it's sweet.
But yeah, pineapple on pizza, yay. I can just feel like a whole load of people going, oh no no no.
Last person you texted?
You, I think.
I don't think it's me, probably.
Don't text many people.
Oh, for God's sake.
What?
But I'm available. Technical difficulties again.
Is normal service resumed?
You need to get rid of some of these emails. You've got 29,000.
Oh, it was 30,000 the other day. I deleted some. It's all spam mostly. You can type in the box the number of the question.
Yeah, I know. It saved it. I've tried that one before. Next question. Worst date?
No. One that I went on when I was in Portsmouth, and this guy like had to get on a train to come and see me, and I liked the guy, and we were planning to go to like this steak restaurant, even though I don't eat beef and I was too polite to tell him otherwise. However, we couldn't find the restaurant. I don't know whether his map was wrong or whatever. So we basically ended up in this really, really overpriced restaurant, and it cost like £50 each. And this guy was very nice, and he paid. And I felt really, he wouldn't accept any money for it, and I felt really bad. And then basically, I never texted him back, and there was not a second date. Then again, he didn't text me either, so yeah, bad date.
It would make for you to text him.
I don't know what to say other than thank you. And I felt really bad, and that's probably why it's my worst date, because it just makes me cringe, and I just think, oh.
We love being cringy though, it's some girl. Your degree isn't worth anything in the real world.
I think it is.
I mean, it is. You need it to get bloody good jobs.
Like, the amount of skills I've got from my degree, I could go into any number of any professions. I could stay in academia, I could continue researching, and I could like actually put some good into the world. So yes, it has got real world value. Thank you very much.
It is worth it because you can't be a forensic scientist unless you've got a degree in forensic science.
Yeah, because you don't have to do the lab based.
Yeah.
So I've got scientific skills like lab work and like real world skills from the work experience that I did with the police down in Hampshire, like working in custody and stuff. So yeah, I have got real life skills from my degree that are transferable across lots and lots of job prospects. My hair is falling out. Basically, yeah. It just depends on finding what the openings for the jobs that are suited to your degree. Obviously now in a world where jobs are few and far between, that's easier said than done. Obviously this era I don't quite live in the right place to be able to get the forensics type of job because of how forensic science is funded around here with the police. So yeah, okay. Perhaps in this sense, but yeah, it has a real world degree value actually. Just because I have this degree, it does not mean that I'm going to end up working in a supermarket or McDonald's for the rest of my life. However, I have the ambition to go with it.
It's like me though as well. I can't be a teacher unless I have the degree and the training to be a teacher.
You want to be a psychology teacher, so you kind of need the degree in psychology to be able to teach it. Yes? Yeah. So yeah.
They do have real world value. It's like the pre-experience training that you need.
It's the knowledge. It's giving you the knowledge and stuff. And it's teaching you other skills like independence. So.
Yeah. You don't leave the house.
Whatever.
Just says you don't leave the house.
I do. Obviously at the minute I don't leave the house as often as I used to because there's a plane going over.
And what's that one by, judging by the sound?
It's another one from Brom.
It terrifies me.
Well, it's the nearest airport, isn't it? And it's directly in the... right there.
It terrifies me how you know this.
The planes fly out of the airport in a straight line. That's that question again, I forgot. And our house is like directly on that straight line. This is why they fly over all the time.
You don't leave the house.
Yeah, I do leave the house. Obviously, at the minute with the current situation and everyone's in lockdown, I can't leave the house as often as I was like. But yeah, I do leave the house.
Your parents buy you everything?
No, actually. I've been self-sufficient for a very, very long time. Everything that I own, I bought, and that includes my car. Fully paid off, fully mine, owned outright. Hooray! No assistance from parents on that one. So yeah, hooray! And that's been the same for both of my cars. My dad's always offering to buy me stuff like food and to pay towards like my insurance costs and things, and I was like, Dad, I have the money, it's fine. This is like what I go to work for and get a job for and do all this stuff for. It's like I have money, I can afford to pay for it. This is like what the money I earn's for, right? To buy stuff. So, but thanks for the offer, Dad. I'm not ungrateful that you're offering to pay for it. It's just I'm at the point now where I can afford to pay for it myself, and I'm quite glad of being able to pay for it for myself when I'm financially independent. And that's the difference between being an adult and a child, really, I think. That's the end of this video. Thank you to everybody that's taken part and sent in questions on my Twitter and on my Facebook and on my Instagram. I really hope you enjoyed getting some answers to some of your questions and assumptions. So if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to say hi in the comments, and if you'd like to see more of this kind of thing and have more of a window into my weird and wonderful world, don't forget to click subscribe. See you soon. Bye.